Hi, and welcome to Biztech's Inside Trading Show. Now, this is a show all about trading. Now, every week we will discuss what trading is all about and what are the required habits to make a successful trader. We will also share trading ideas and themes to help you make money. Now, as always, with me is my co-host Phan Vee Leung. He's the founder and CIO of TrackRecord Asia. V, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi, Brian. Let's talk about trading.
Now, okay, for a start, V, as always, we want to start with trading habits. What do you have for us this week?
Okay, cool. So last week we talked about sizing your trades, right? One of the weaknesses of many traders is that, or wannabe traders, is that they tend to take too much risk. But now once we have figured out, we spoke last week, you checked the last episode as well, so what's the rule of thumb, right? So we said, okay, the correct risk is don't risk more than you can afford to lose, and now you're comfortable with the amount that you're risking, then how much are you supposed to be making for each trade that you have, right? Of course, the ideal answer is as much as you can, unlimited amounts possibly. But what tends to happen for most people is that they are in love with the process of profit taking, right? They love the validation that they get from clicking the sell button, take profit, right? That, I clock in their profits. They love to do a good trade, and they think a profitable trade is a good trade, and then go tell their friends about it over coffee or drinks, right? But that's not the key to successful trading. Yes, it's of course, without profits, you can never be profitable over the long run, right? But
yes,
what matters is not to have many winning trades, right? Many people get deceived into thinking that you need to have many good trades, many profitable trades. Actually, it's not true. You just need to have a few profitable trades, but the profitable trades must be multiple times of what you risk, right? So in that case, and you'll find that is the case with many very successful traders that they talk about their trading as well. They're not right more than half the time, and yet when they're right, they make a lot of money. So you hear of traders that make a few good trades, and then they make record amounts of money compared to what they have risked, right? So the key is try not to overtrade. Don't. So I know most of us will have a relative, a friend who has positions, stock positions, investments, they called it, when it's down a few dollars from where they bought, they keep it for years and years, and it could lose 90%. They'll still be keeping it for investment reasons. And then maybe they bought it at $10, it's now at $1, they'll keep it forever. But when it comes into profitable territory, positive 10 cents, 20 cents, they'll take profits, and then they think they did a great trade. That's absolutely bad trades, right? Trading is not about getting marginally profitable trades over long periods of time. That's only true if you're running a algorithmic system, or you're a market maker at a bank, or you're doing systematic trading where you're doing a lot of trades. But that's not the case for yourself and myself. It's not for the average retail trader, right? You don't want to sit in front of screens and be clicking all the time, right? What you want to do is you want to have a life, and you want to have a profitable portfolio. So this is where we're trying to get our audience to, right? Where you can have a great life outside of trading, but you have a great profitable trading portfolio. So
then, V, in that case, what should we be looking at in terms of upside and downside before we cut losses or take profits?
Yeah, so as a rule of thumb, I do not do trades that have less than 2 to 1 reward to risk, right? If you are risking $10, you must try to make at least $20, right? And if it doesn't have that kind of payoff, then don't do it, right? You just wait for a better chance. Like, it's okay.
But that seems like a huge reward risk reward ratio. So essentially, you're doubling your money. Then otherwise, you don't do your trade.
And then you're risking.
Yeah.
You're planning to. You're willing to lose, right? So it's not that I'm saying if you're buying $1,000 worth of stock, you're trying to make $2,000 out of it. It's not that, of course, but most of the time, actually, I am, right? Because I'm looking for extremely long-term and multiple folds on this asymmetric payout profiles. But it's not that. It's like, if you're willing to risk $1,000 on this trade, you must be able to at least make $2,000 on this trade. Otherwise, it's just like tossing a coin, right? Like, it's easy to risk $1,000 to make $10. It's easy.
It's very easy to do that. It's easy to for a very quick trade. And I know people who do this. like you said earlier, they make $500 on a trade, they basically exit the trade.
Yes.
And they tell all their friends about it because, hey, today I made 500, yesterday I made 200,
Yes.
and over a month I made 10,000.
Yeah. But then when they lose, they'll be losing like $1,000, $2,000 at a time at the same trade that they're making, but they don't tell their friends about it. They just say, oh, it's a bear market, it's an investment, right? I'm just going to keep it for the long term.
Okay, so what are the golden rules then? Just quick golden rules in this in terms of leveraging your trade.
Leveraging, okay, I think leverage is a very different topic altogether, which we will cover at some point, right? But
yes.
Leverage, in essence, it is great if you know how to use it. But if you don't know how to use it, it's going to crush you in the process.
And I think you're right. We'll do that on another show, V.
Yes.
But then in terms of, before we leave this particular segment of the show, in terms of trading habits, what advice would you give people this week in terms of looking out for trading, their own trading habits?
Their own trading habits? Yes. So to reiterate what we've said so far is don't overtrade, right? Don't try to especially in the process of the themes that we're going to discuss, the trading themes that we're going to discuss, right? We are not talking about the short term. We are not talking about a week to week kind of trading ideas, right? Because otherwise we will be publishing our thoughts daily. We need to
yes, exactly.
So this is extremely long term. Don't try to be cute about your portfolio. You just have to rebalance it once in a while, right? Once your view changes or it's moved too much against us, we tend to reduce risk, especially when it's against us, not when things are going well, right? So we tend to, last week I believe it's week 2, we talk about losers adding to losing trades. Only
correct.
Losing trades. We don't add to losing trades, but we add to winning trades, in fact, right? So
okay.
Yeah, so as our team starts to develop, we will start to talk more about it and find more ways to get involved.
Okay, now which then moves us on to the next item, which is basically looking at recommendations from previous shows. Now, in our first show, which is just about a month ago, one of the things we talked about was NVIDIA. Now, how has that recommendation progressed and performed since then, V?
Well, okay, so since then, since a month ago, depending on your entry levels, between the time we recorded and we published, also some time lag. So it's between up 5 to 10%, depending on when you when you watched the show, right? But it's still just, I think this is still, of course, 5 to 10% is great in a stock market. Is that in your perception, in most people's perception, it's been going down for a long time, right? But it's still early days. So our theme to recap, our theme was about artificial intelligence, the start of artificial intelligence boom, and the way that AI will change the way that we educate ourselves, the way that we live, the way that we entertain ourselves, the way that we work, right? So to recap and to reinforce this theme, it's been developing quite well. In fact, very well. The things are moving really fast. So as one of the things that one of the questions that I like to ask recently, since the news broke, is that did you ever expect a day to come where Google search is under threat, right? Is in the danger of being replaced by something else? I mean, to be fair, I thought it's not going to be something that we know of.
And V, you are absolutely right, because basically Samsung is talking about replacing Google search with Microsoft Bing, powered by ChatGPT.
Yes. so it is something new out of left field. No one expected ChatGPT to come to the scene so soon, and now it's being incorporated into the search engine by Microsoft, right? Which is Bing, right? I don't think many people use Bing, but I think more and more people will use Bing because the way that search results are being presented is very different from what we are used to. So I think it's a sign that there will be more ways that AI tech, especially led by ChatGPT, will change the way that we conduct our affairs, right? I think we use Google as a verb, right? It's not like you go Bing something, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So that is it's another clear sign to me that the AI development continues to outpace what we are imagining. And the requirement for AI, of course, it's hard to figure out who are the winners, right? But NVIDIA is going to be a winner in currently, given this current landscape, because they are the one producing the chips that are driving most of this AI tech. Yeah.
And then also then obviously Microsoft could be a big winner in this as well moving forward. They've obviously got the first, I wouldn't say first mover, but early mover advantage.
Yes.
And of course, they have a great franchise in terms of just a sheer breadth of technologies and products that they have in their landscape. And I think from a trading perspective, that's something within the AI perspective we should be also watching out for.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. I think since the launch of GPT as well, of course, Nasdaq has been moving up, but Microsoft has been outperforming as well, because I think the prospect of the AI tech being the ChatGPT tech being integrated into your Microsoft Word, all the Microsoft Office suites of products, I think it's going to be extremely difficult to shake their dominance in the future.
And with that, V, thank you very much for your insights. That's it for the Inside Trading Show. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Now, we've been speaking to Phan Vee Leung, the founder and CIO of TrackRecord Asia, on Biztech's Inside Trading Show. I'm Brian Fernandez. This interview will be on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as our social media platforms. It'll also be on our syndication partners, TV stations, radio stations, and websites. Thanks for tuning in.